Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, whenever and wherever you are. How's everybody? How's everybody? Yeah! I know for some of you, it's like technically, I'm streaming earlier, but that's because the planet is like moving, and our times are a little different. So, it'll be like that until I guess, when actually, Knuckles, when do you guys get daylight savings? Because that's what happened over here, like I guess like last week. I don't even know. It happened, and I woke up and I was like, damn, it's dark. uh, Krita, my beloved. I gotta find some music because I don't know. I feel like YouTube's gonna nuke me if I play anything that's like official. I feel like if I play some music from some game, I'll be fine. But if I play anything else that is not from a game, the YouTube stream will just get nuked. The fuck do you mean? Doesn't the whole world get that at the same time? Clearly not, since apparently I'm streaming at a different time for you guys over there. Even though over here it's the same time. Didn't know you were streaming. Looks like you got here in time. You did, right? You did. You don't think YouTube cares about small YouTubers playing it? It did one time. It's 1800 for you? Strange, though it seems. I get, I'm gonna just play some like Animal Crossing music, I guess. I'll just find some random thing, some random Animal Crossing. Hopefully it's actually from the game, and if it's not, well, is that even safe either? Because it's Nintendo. I don't even know. You have music for me? Music that won't get me nuked? Sure. Death Stranding cat? What? What do you mean Death Stranding cat? Yuli Audiocraft has a ton of good free BGMs. Yuli Audiocraft, I don't think I've heard of that. DM now. Okay, yes sir. Not even a please or nothing. Cafe de two. You know what? Sure, why not? Why not? And I'd love to have some to how, to he. OST Botcat. 5 hours and 30 minutes. Perfect. That is perfectly long. The author of Ticoal uses some of the music for them. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll check that some other time. I wanna see what this is about though. Let me. How do I usually do this? There we go. I'm sure this will be fine. Schmoovin'. You use it all the time when you streamed? Went hard when you play Kenshi. Yeah, this smooth, chill-ass music as you're getting eaten alive by like a giraffe-looking thing. I can imagine that. Kenshi, I don't even know what the hell is Kenshi even about. Kenshi's gotta be the most random fucking game I've ever seen. Like, I know it's like a post-apocalypse type thing, but like, every time I look at anybody play it, I'm like, damn, you really just got eaten by some random creature. And you try to fight with like 10 men, and it still didn't work out for you. It's about suffering and pain. It's great. Well, some people are into that, I suppose. It's hot over here. It's kind of hot. We'll see if we can get through like 5 hours today. I think yesterday I only went for like 4 something. Probably 4 something. I can't remember exactly. I want to see if I can go for 5 today. What is that fucking square? Okay. Little warm up, little warm up. Just draw shapes. shapes are beautiful. We love shapes. How's your guys' day so far, though, on this Wednesday? Are you guys glad it's Wednesday, middle of the week, almost next to Friday, but not because we still have Thursday in the way? Wow. Okay, I'm doing this from, like, kind of far. There we go. Maybe I should just zoom in. That would make my life a little easier now. You're hungry on a hump day? Then consume nutrition. That is the only way to amend the issue at hand. You're glad the queen is still alive and well. Blimey. I'm sure she's doing just fine, you know. Her necromantic abilities are quite grand, last I checked. Yeah, I was gonna play Mage Lania, but like I didn't feel like using my brain to try and figure out the rock, paper, scissors of that game. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just doodle. I'm gonna just do shapes and maybe I'm gonna try drawing an eyeball or two, you know? That's kind of what I want to get on with. Maybe more heads, you know? More heads looking in different direction. Because I got pretty confused. I don't know if you guys looked at what I kind of posted on the arts thing. I am confused about how the, like, curve of the head, like which way the head is looking, affects the eye. Like, the way it's supposed to look. You know what I mean? It was weird. It was fucking with me. And I do not appreciate that. It was bothering me so much. I was genuinely tweaking a little bit. I was like, what am I doing? Because I would look at the picture and I'd be like, okay, I can see how this looks on the picture, but I'm clearly not doing it right when I'm trying to draw it out. You draw eyes, and one thing is make it look wet. Yeah, but that's like when you get down to the details of it, you know? I guess technically the eye is a little wet, you know, just a little bit. Oh, so that's why you were confused when you saw it was something different from the schedule? Yeah. I woke up and I was just feeling like kind of really groggy. Like my sleep was very interrupted. I had like 5 hours of sleep, which is not unusual for me. Like, I can do fine with 5 hours. It's just that like it was on and off. I think because I was too warm, I didn't take off my like hoodie when I was sleeping. So even though it's like 40 degrees over here, Fahrenheit. So I don't know what the translation is to Celsius, but 40 Fahrenheit, and that's like pretty decent. You know, that's pretty in middle of the road for me at least. But apparently, me with the hoodie while I was trying to sleep was too much. And I just kept waking myself up, and I didn't figure it out until I finally decided to get off my bed that it was probably the hoodie causing me to just keep waking up because I was getting too warm. And you know, if you wake up, go back to sleep, wake up, go back to sleep, your brain, it's not good for your brain. You touched your eye and it's very, what? Don't touch your eye. You'll get pink eye. Did you have a bad dream? No, I don't dream that often anymore. I used to dream a lot, but recently not really. Dreams have been rather rare for me as of like the last couple of years. I think it's probably just because I haven't had a long sleep. Like, you know how they say that, you know, you need a certain amount of hours uninterrupted to get some REM? Like REM sleep? I think that's literally my issue with dreams. I haven't, like, slept long enough to get the REM sleep necessary to have dreams in a while, so... Okay, this bottom, like, line is not, in fact, straight. Neither was that. Me, when the Pythagorean theorem is Pythagoreaning all over the place with the theorem. You get 8 hours of sleep, then get another hour, wake up, another hour, wake up, another hour, wake up, so you get like 12 hours of sleep the half the day. You know, that sounds pleasant. But on the other hand, it also sounds like you wake up very groggy. You dreamt of a bog black man chasing you in the shower. Not the bog man. Hate the bog man. Pyramid. You know, sometimes pyramids at certain angles just look very like weird, samey. Like if you draw it from the top, technically you're drawing like a diamond shape. So it'd be like this is the top, and then it's like whoosh, 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 you know? Like that. Except less stupid. YOLO? Jolly Boy? YOLOTOR? Mr. Ominous? Can you please... Please, I saw the line. You guys are gonna see me suffering like that quite often. You did wake up groggy, but that was the hunger. Fair enough. That's crazy. You gonna go on 5 hours of sleep? Not even a nap? I can't take naps. It's not possible for me. He cannot draw a line. I cannot. The line has not been drawn. Me when I say I'm gonna... I don't know. I was gonna make some stupid joke. You know, like the saying, this is where I draw the line. I cannot, in fact, draw the line. There is no line to be drawn. Okay, what if I just kind of made an imposing cube? That's not a... Well, it kind of have to be like that, no? Sorry, I'm like trying to make a cube, but you're looking up at the cube. My hand is still very wiggly whenever I try to keep things straight. It's very odd. I'm assuming with time, my ability to draw a single line without it being all wiggly like that will, you know, time will figure it out. But right now, it's just very... I just have to bite that bullet, you know? It'll bother me. My perfectionism is kicking in. My need to redraw the line 5 million times yearns for my body to allow it to do so, but I will not. You remember you tried getting into drawing and making 3D shapes is easy, but the fact that you could never make it perfect bothered you so much until you got out of the habit of trying to draw because you're a perfectionist. Yeah, you kind of have to just, like, beat yourself up, like, out of that mentality, I guess. Like, not beat yourself, just ignore it, basically. That's literally, like, the only thing you can do when you just fail at things in general. That's what I found, anyways. It's just that you just kind of have to ignore yourself. Because that's your brain trying to get you to stop. Because your brain wants to be a lazy little son of a bitch. And your brain's very good at that, you know? Back in the day, that was kind of a good thing. If you could just be lazy and still be alive, to your brain, that's a good thing. But in the modern day, not so much. But the habit is still there because to your brain, it's just trying to keep you alive without, you know, wasting energy. But it doesn't understand that, like, it isn't caveman times anymore, you know? We're not gonna die if we exert a little bit of energy. But every move to your brain is just like a costly thing. And your mind also, your mind's just very good at things. It is very good at doing what it wants. It's kind of freaky, actually. I'm liking this music so far, by the way. It's kind of nice. We're gonna go from just like drawing squares to drawing heads again, because I definitely need to do that for like another couple of days before I like, as much as I wish to speedrun things, because I have a tendency to do that, I get like, I don't know if it's my ego or something, but I get the tendency to like want to just do the cool stuff, or I guess, you know, I'll be like, okay, I can kind of draw a head, let me draw an eye now, let me draw this detailed fucking thing, and it's like, bro, you can't even draw this correctly, let alone something with more details and need of understanding of more basic concepts. Okay, that's kind of, you know, that's kind of right. Yeah, I think this side ended up being a little bit more flat. This part looks wrong. I think it needs to be longer. Speaking of brains, they're supposedly made brain matter to play Doom, and pastry dish for humans. On the pastry dish. Ah. Yes. Technology is definitely evolving at a rate in which people are just doing things, I guess, for the sake of it. We're speedrunning Soma. Yotol always managed to catch the mentality deranged artist like Pokemons. And a fruit fly was digitalized and put in a digital fruit fly body. Oh yeah, that too. I heard about that one. Didn't hear about the previous one, but I heard about the Actually, no, I think I heard about both. People were freaking out about the human one, and people are freaking out less about the fruit fly one, but like every time I see that being posted, somebody always mentions Soma. You remember the fruit fly? Yeah. The fruit fly. Unironically, still don't know why those rascals over there, those nerds, are making that stuff, but well, I would say they may eventually learn of the consequences of their actions, but I don't think they do. They never do in time. It's always like a couple of years after the fact. And it's like, oh, you really only understand the consequences of your creations now? A little too late, lad. A little too late. You remember people kept on saying the fruit fly might prove or at least suggest that free will might be an illusion. I mean, we've had that idea for a while. Not sure about the illusion part. I mean, you gotta remember that, like, we're pretty good at copying things. It's not really that surprising that we can kinda copy life a little bit. It's just a little scary, because what the hell are they gonna do with that? But I'm not, like, too concerned about, like, the wonderings about such conundrums, because when you think about it, it doesn't really matter if free will is a thing or not. Either way, you're still gonna do things or not do things, so it's like, you know, it doesn't matter. That's the way I look at it, at least. It's like, listen, either way, I'm still getting like a Snickers bar from a Walgreens or Walmart or whatever, whether I have free will or not. Bro, is some serious talk and all, but like this song is such heat. Neil deGrasse Tyson and a couple of other scientists believe human behavior is predetermined by genetics. I mean, it kind of is. There's some things it's not genetic, but like, yeah, it's the same thing with animals. I mean, we've known this about animals for forever. We just don't... Humans are just a slightly different case because we can think about our actions and the consequences of them. So we can curb our, I guess, genetics a little bit in that capacity. You wouldn't say it might be an illusion going based off the digital fruit fly brain because human brains are much more complex in that. Exactly. It's like we got a brain that requires like, what was it, like 20 to 30% of everything we eat, like all the nutrition, like a solid 20 to like 30%, something like that. Like our machine is a little different. Definitely requires a lot more due to its complexities. So we're definitely a little different than a fruit fly for sure. Oh, what the hell was that? See, this kind of looks fucked up. I'm trying to draw it at like equal, if that makes sense. Like an equal, I guess technically it would look kind of flat if you're looking at it like perfectly at that angle, like at the edge. Maybe I shouldn't do that then. That's just gonna freak my brain out a little bit. Didn't someone live without 90% of their brain? Like a large portion of it was removed and they lived like life normally? No problems afterward? I don't know if that's the case. I guess it depends, like what part of their brain survived? Because like the brain is... Human brains are... Like people think about brains in a certain way, but brains are like... They don't function exactly the way you think they do. Like, we usually think of the brain as like, oh, certain parts of the brain do certain things, but like we know that like sometimes those certain parts are like kind of in different places, not entirely different places, but like different enough that every human brain is technically kind of its own thing. We just don't think about it like that for like practical reasons because it's kind of hard to think about every human brain being like kind of like a fingerprint, I guess. Where it's like it's kind of the same, but it's definitely kind of different from brain to brain. New York is a dog. Don't they need a whole building's worth of technology on top of several decades just to do the fruit fly brain? That would need a supercomputer the size of an entire city as big as New York just to digitize the human brain, maybe more, I suppose. But even if that's like one of those things that one of those like weird computing things, I guess. I'm not really an understander of computing technologies, you know? I feel like that's probably why they want to figure out the human brain stuff, or just brain stuff digitalized in general. Because, like, well, if you can figure out how to make a brain, an animal brain, then you could probably a lot more smoothly figure out how to make a machine work the way you want it to. I would imagine, anyways. Yes, but he's kind of stupid. He was kind of stupid. Oh, no. You remember we haven't used 100% of our brain yet myth. The movie was based off it, and it was like Spider-Man without the webs, basically. Yeah, that movie... I think I know the movie you're talking about. It was a weird one. It was a weird one. It's like, no, silly, we're using all of our brain all the time. It's just that most of the brain is just doing its thing automatically. You do very few things manually. Damn. Okay, that's, close enough. You're kinda curing cancer. Oh, it's kinda like curing cancer in rats. The hope is, translates to human cures. It wasn't there, like, a couple of weeks ago, that one guy that supposedly found a cure to, like, a cancer? I remember he was having, like, funding problems. It was, like, a big deal for a while. But then, like, I guess people just forgot about it. People were making fun of the way the dude looked, and it was like, come on, guys. This man is literally figuring out, like, a cure to a cancer, at least. To something related to cancer. And they were making fun of the way his, like, I guess, I don't know if it was like a birthmark on his face, or, like, something happened. Kind of asshole-ish behavior, but, that's the internet for you. Let me see if I can get, like, a couple of faces, like, angled without any reference image. Now, wouldn't it be closer down here, then? Trying to draw, like... Brain, I need you to function, brain. Do your thing right now. Personally, you don't think humanity will ever be able to digitalize something as complex as the human brain? You think we'll probably be gone before we do that. A person can be the most saintly person alive, and if they have anything out of the usual, people will blunk on them. Very disheartening. Yeah. We're very... Fickle is not the word. Very weird like that. We're good at spotting the difference between one and another person. Used to be very useful skill back in the day, I guess. A month ago, a Spanish scientist found a cure for pancreatic cancer, which the news outlets then started reporting scientists in other countries discovering similar cancer cures like blood cancer, etc. Yeah, the person with the birth defect was the one you're thinking of. Okay, it was pancreatic then. That was the one. You're right. You are correct. I do hope that stuff goes well, though. That's at least one thing kind of taken care of, Out of the many medical issues around. Okay, I don't know if I'm, like, thinking about, like, this right, because usually I do, like, the whole... Let me see if I can, like, draw it out. It's really just an angled head. Like, if it's a straightforward head, then doing the whole, like, this is where the eye is, Fucking this thing. Okay, if I can just... There we go, just pretend that's straight, right? It's in there, and then you have the nose. Like, that's easy, but, like, when the head is curved, my brain just gets fucking confused. And I don't know why. I understand the theory, but clearly not enough to put it into practice. Because I know I'm like technically, right? This side's gonna be slightly bigger looking. And this side is theoretically could be covered. I guess the eye could be kind of obscured by the nose, but then no, that doesn't look right. Nothing looks right, and my brain is telling me it don't look right, but I don't know why I don't look right. And if I don't know why I don't look right, strange. You find it damn words. You find it funny how so many countries started discovering the cure to cancer after the US left the World Health Organization shortly after? Well, I don't know. Nice squares, by the way, and circle. Thank you. Sorry, I like had to pause. Wait, I was like looking. I just like stared intently at the screen for 1 second. My brain was trying to cook. My brain cannot cook. Okay, let's pretend the shin is right here, right? Since the face is angled anyhow, okay? Right? You gotta. Okay, maybe a little more. Damn. There we go. That's good enough. That kinda... Yeah, that kinda works out, kinda, sorta. Citadel. Find any incest. You almost forgot to ask the question, didn't ya? You almost forgot. Smiley face. Let's give him a... Oh, I double erased. I didn't mean to double erase. Smile. Little smile. Little smile for the man. Yeah, why does this music sound like the beginning of a part? What? No! What do you mean the beginning of a... What kind of porn do you watch? Or they got this kind of music playing. What the hell? There's gotta be some funky ass thing. This music is great and will not tolerate the slander. Oh goodness. A rat, you started a war. In my chat again. Bro is kinda right. Oh no. Maybe what do I draw these heads bigger? Honestly, I should get used to drawing these things bigger. I don't know why I draw them so small. Because I feel like I'm gonna be focused on like headshots most of the time right now anyhow, so I may as well. No, 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 that's not how that works, because this is the brow line, right? So... Smile. Gonna give them all a smile just to make myself feel better. Yeah, you know. Ear. That's a big ear, actually. There we go. Do a little shading in there, you know? The underside of the nose. Press X for what? Always get this music in your hentai. Oh, this song is a banger. You think? You think? You hate autocorrect? God fucking tiny screen. Big fingers. It's not slander. If anything, busting a move and a bot is a great combo. Oh, busting a nut. Okay, I see where you made a mistake. What do you mean? Your model is smiling today, so you must be feeling better. I smile because I must, okay? Also, I'm drinking coconut water. It's pretty good. I haven't had coconut water in a while. It makes me feel good. Because it tastes good. You know what I didn't understand? When you have a neck, when you have like a jaw, I guess that's like a person looking upwards and you can see the underside of their neck. It's a little like odd for my brain to comprehend that. Because I can kind of comprehend it if it's straightforward, but if it's angled ever so slightly, you know, and their jaw is like that or some shit, you know? It's weird. It's weird. Hold on. Maybe I can make this look right. Cause then this side of the face kinda is flat, right? Not really. You'll actually being healthy. Meanwhile, I'm on my 3rd cup of coffee. 3rd? It's already the afternoon. What are you doing drinking 3 cups in the afternoon? Hey, you should drink Dasani water. Why? What does Dasani water? What differentiates it from all other waters? Water is water. And yes, some of it is better than others because filtrations and whatnot, but I don't really think bottled waters are all that different from one another. I feel like they're all pretty much the same. Okay, I do not understand this angle of a head. Let me just I don't think drawing the circle is even gonna help me out, honestly. It's the fact that I can't see the, like, left side of the face. It's weird. It's messing with my brain. So would it be like that, right? You barely have the eye showing over here because of the angle. So it'd be something like that, technically, I guess. It's like it's very messy sketching, but I'm just trying to understand. What do you mean? Some bottled water gives more microplastic? Yummy plastics. Maybe. Chat, would you rather only drink Dasani water with watermelon and mustard, or only drink pickle juice with ramen and peanut butter? What kind of scenario is this? Fucking water with watermelon and mustard, or pickle juice with ramen and peanut butter. I think I'll take the water, you know? What the fuck is this question? Can I do neither, you fucking psychopath? Guys, come on, answer the question. I'm curious. Maybe I do need to look at a reference again. Let me pull up some pictures from Pinterest or something. Answer the question, people. Exactly. See, answer the question. You would rather choke on a rat than on this. Damn, on a rat? Like a whole rat? Can you even swallow a whole rat? You'll have to watermelon and mustard. You managed to what? Max, what the hell are you on about? Would have done ramen and peanut butter, but the pickle juice kills the option for you. Your name is Rat. Max is apparently choking on you, Rat. You managed to paint with your blood. Why are you painting with your blood? You aren't supposed to do that. The blood is supposed to be inside, not outside. You better not be fucking hurting yourself. We're gonna have a serious conversation, you and I. Okay, let me see. What pictures can I use to practice some mind-boggling angular shapes? It is not, in fact, cool, Max. It is just stupid. And you're taking a phrase a little too literal. Your wish is to make a masterpiece with your blood before you perish? Oh, Jesus. Max, just stick to red paint. Just stick to red colors, you know? Here we go, there's a picture I can use. That's one. Okay, I didn't erase the ones from last time. Let me take care of that real quick. He's painting Yuri art in blood. Is this commentary on women and society and love, Max? You're too broke and you already have 40 cuts, Max. Max, come on now. just ended up being a pentagram. You know, speaking of blood, do you remember this one time in 7th grade when you had to do an art project and you chose to do a satanic pentagram? It was meant to be a 1-star Dragon Ball, but instead it just ended up being a pentagram. How? How do you end up trying to make a Dragon Ball and end up with a pentagram? Just like, because you didn't draw the star, like a star, you just made a pentagram in a circle, like a small little pentagram. I'm gonna practice the hell out of this angle. Let's just try with like 4 pictures. I don't wanna do anything too crazy. You know what? This is a drawing too, but... Ow, my elbow. You were carving on this little tablet thing. Like a clay tablet or something? BRB? Roger that. You know what? How about we just kinda do two pictures per paper here this time around, rather than doing like 4 on 1. Because it might be good for me to just draw these things as largely as I can, just to give myself more, I guess, leeway for mistakes, if I can kind of see the picture there. Indeed, even several years before the game ever released, your mind was unconsciously craving for the cult and demons and cannibalism. Your mind really is on the same wavelength as the author. Oh goodness. Kindred, some of you worry me sometimes. Alright, I forgot that I have to click on this to change that. What if we draw a little circle as like the tip of the nose? I've seen some people do that, where they just kind of do that and then I don't know actually. Triangle? Something like that, to show the underside of it. Maybe bigger, you know, maybe a little bigger. Rat, do you have the game Cult of Lamb? Cult of the Lamb. But yes, Yolotl. It was clay tablet thing. Ah, kindred spirits, this is the correct phrasing. That is correct. You do have the game. Well, you are my kindred. My little kindred spirits. Humanity is my kin, and I am its kin. That's the jolly lore right there. That is how this works. You know, this one actually came out pretty good. I like this one. I mean, the head may be a little weird in shape, but I think I got the overall idea on this particular photograph. Oh, sweet, you have to be honest, you've been looking at art online more than playing it. Yeah, I feel ya, I feel ya. Tokoal, you mean, not Cult of the Lamb. SMH. Then why would you answer that you do have it when you don't, you goober? You silly little misanthrope. I don't even know what that word means, but I like the sound of it. I hope it doesn't mean anything too mean, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, can't see that eye. You got the eyebrow over here, you got this one that's like this long. You thought they were asking if you had T-Koal because they asked the question before they said Cult of the Lamb. Misanthrope means a dislike of humanity. Ah. I see, I see. Good to know, good to know. Will I remember this information? Unlikely. But it is good to know for the time being. I hope none of us are misanthropes. Then, in that case... okay, hold on, let me shift this thing a little bit to the side. Am I understanding this correctly? Not so much as I like to, I think. Because this one's kind of more of a... I guess you could do it like that. Okay, I'm messing it up near this side of the eye. It's happening again. Or I can't understand how exactly to get that side of the face looking right. kind of just disappears behind the nose, so I didn't... It's probably because I didn't draw it close enough to the nose? Maybe the nose just needs to be longer? I don't know, something's in the wrong spot. I don't know what. Oh, Coffee and Lele. Yep. Apparently that's... You know someone that's into cannibalism? That's technically a misanthrope, right? I guess. Well, I mean, maybe they don't dislike... I mean, if they're a cannibal, are you a cannibal? It depends. Are you a cannibal because you dislike humanity or because you like how humanity tastes? In which case, you do not dislike humanity. The fan art of Takol is so good. Both the NSFW and the SFW, but you refer to Safe for Work. Being into cannibalism doesn't mean they're a misanthrope. Yep. Correlation is not causation or something like that. And I am lacking understanding right now over here. Yeah, okay, I don't get this. Fuck. Let me redo the whole thing. Something is probably proportions that I'm doing off. Okay, let's just start with the shin, you know? Jawline goes, let's say, here. And then... too long, maybe? I gotta lock in here, man. I gotta lock in. It's weird because I think technically the jaw kinda is going at like this angle. Kinda like that. So it'd be like up here? No. It's because the bottom side of the jaw over here is like more flat. It'd be kinda like that. Right there. Your study, also Yolado, your study of middle to early English is going well? Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Is there any specific thing you are studying, or is it just, like the literature? The looking up things you mentioned is tripping you the fuck up too. Yeah, to see, like, this is just, art is confusing. It's confusing. It's cool and I love it, but it's confusing me. That's the neck, right? Let's kind of get that over with, you know? Alright, let's say ears right here. Man, this really is like that free run drawing, huh? I'm having a free run drawing moment, like, like, huh? This shit different, man. This shit, I might not be built for this. Hmm. Mein goodness. You just want to study how they spoke on the day-to-day? Well, more so in literature, you suppose, because the common people could not afford to make books of how they spoke in their day-to-day lives, so documentation of casual speech is next to impossible to find. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's still very interesting to hear somebody that's into that, though. Linguistics and whatnot. I suppose that's more in the line of. So I guess technically this will be more like this. Let me see if that looks right. Sorry. It might be because I'm drawing the nose too short. Like if I drew it more like up here. Hold on. Is it the nose that's messing me up? I can't tell, but I feel like it's the nose that's messing me up. You're not going for Old English because that's just a different language almost entirely. Ye olden times. With the ye olden talks about horses and cabbage. I like cabbage. Cabbage is pretty good. It's a weird thing to bring up now, but it's pretty tasty. Pretty good stuff. Oh my lords. Nothing feels right here. Right, it's like he's gonna have to do that, I guess. Can't even draw the other, like, eye behind there, because then I feel like if I do that, I'll confuse myself even more. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. That's just weird. Funny you mentioned cabbage. You have a character named Leigh Brassico? Brassica. Where did I get Brassico from? Like, there's no L in that. Brassica, who's based off broccoli and the Brassica cabbage family. The cabbage family the vegetables come from. Ah. That's an interesting little concept. Intriguing. Uh, me and my lack of understanding. I'll get it one day. I'll get it one day. That's great and all, but you're jamming right now. I'm jamming you into a tube. Again, we already discussed this one time. Knuckles, I don't understand this side of the human face when it does that. You see how, like, her eye, like, the nose covers that up? I couldn't get it. This is the closest I could do. This shit's confusing, man. This shit's confounding me. I kinda gotta piss. It do be like that. What's hard is that if I watch a video, I'll just confuse myself more. Because I tried that yesterday night to watch like a video on like drawing heads and whatnot, and I just like felt so confused. It's looking awfully German. Listen. There's only so much I could do, okay? She has a dark green buzz haircut, cut hair to reference the broccoli, and is short and muscular, which is also a reference to how the vegetables look. Vegetable. I like a vegetable. I'm gonna put the other two references on the screen before I skedaddle to use the restroom. This is another one of those that's gonna eat my brain alive like an amoeba. I do not know what an amoeba is, but, you know, it's a thing. Amoeba. Amoeba? Thing. Thing. Same thing, but two different angles. Maybe it's like on one side I kind of understand it better than on the other side? I'm not sure. I'll be right back, though. You know, have the patience of waiting for my return, please and thank you. Okay, dokie, I'm back. My stomach is like, I'm hungry, and I'm like, no, you're not, you bastard. You ate not that long ago. What the hell are you complaining about? My stomach does not agree with me. It simply does not. Alright. Krita, where did you go? There we go. I still gotta make the image a similar size, you know? There we go. The suffering continues. You didn't even notice the underside, the undernose shadow? There's only so many ways to draw a nose, you know? Especially the underside. Oh, right. Okay, I need to do this a little manually. 40%. Okay, not 400 yet, dingus. Thank you. Hey, it's been fun, but you're gonna have to leave now. See you around, rat. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. Alright, you have yourself a good one. And take care of yourself, yeah? We're gonna have the same issue on this image than that we had on the other one. Same issue. Or that little side of the face that kind of goes like that. But you can't see because the schnauzer is in the way. Actually, doing that might actually help me understand. Huh. Not perfect, but you know? You've been trying. Poor you, poor thing. Okay, I think the shin's a little lower. It's kinda weird. Okay. It is not weird. You can understand. I am capable of understanding. I am the understander. I understand things. I kind of want to watch some Warrior Cats animations or something. Doing all this art is reminding me that exists. I'm like, you know, that would be kind of cool. Let me watch the Warrior Cats animatics, please! Once again, it does kind of look it does kind of look like you know, like the Austrian lad. The out-of-pocket Austrian lad. I mean, what else are you supposed to do for when you draw under the nose? You know, like how many There's the triangle shadow. There's the, I guess, the simple one of these, I guess you could do as well. The evil man from a couple of years back. You know, the man who might have overreacted to a reasonable suspicion. A little overreaction, you know? Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit of an overreaction. Oh shit, my pen. Lip. And the bottom part of the lip. Well, that doesn't really look all that right. Maybe his top lip. How do you guys prefer your characters' lips to be? You know? Line. Top lip only, you know? For your lady characters, I suppose. Bottom lip only. I've seen how you do it. Yeah, you're just like... just line. You're a line guy, you know? You're a line guy for sure. What else was I gonna draw? I guess I don't really need to... I could just do this to kind of signal the side of the face. This part's a bit too... well, I guess this right here is correct. I'm gonna be like that. So this is kind of like this side of the face. Playing a Hydroner? Hydroner? The hell is a Hydroner? Hydroneer. Okay, Hydroneer. Hydroner. What is my brain on? Let me draw the neck. It's a game? Well, no shit, Sherlock. About? I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. There we go. You mine gold and iron and shit. And you build big-ass machines to mine. Isn't that funny how the machine you use to play a game about mining was built with resources that required mining? It's coming full circle. This is coming full circle. Somebody had to mine the resources for that, to build you that computer that you now use to play a game about mining. Small world we live in. I'm almost running out of my coconut water. I am saddened by this reality. Small like you? Who said small? There was not a single sentence. that involved the word small. I did not. Nuh-uh. I did not say anything regarding small. We were talking about mining and machine and computer. Oh, small world we live in? Okay, never mind. I did say small. Oh my god, dude. I'm so stupid. I am a certified dumbass. I forget so easily. Oh, brother, I was not built for this period of time, you know? I was, you know... My functions are more suitable for the times of rock and bones, you know? Not this, whatever the hell kind of era we live in now. I've been around for too long, I feel. Beep, 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 beep. You know what's funny that I saw today? Not today, yesterday. Pipkin Pippa somehow managed to convince that ex-CIA guy not to do a collab with Hassan Piker, and I thought that was just funny. That, like, guy that's been recently popping off on Twitter, you know, because of like the edited clips he's been like of his like whatever podcast he's been on. Shit's like goofy. What a strange world we live in. You know, Hassan killed his dog. I wouldn't be surprised. That man will do just about anything except be a proper human person. In my humble opinion. Collarbone. Maybe the nose was a little bit off, but you know. I'm beginning to understand. Yeah, maybe the whole, like, doing this to kind of... signal, the sort of like where the eye is, was kind of messing me up a little bit. At least when it comes to these angles, these specific ones. Who is this like playlist by the way? Let me see. Do they have credits to this? Why is there a Fumo? Me when I'm a Fumo. Cause it's Toho? True. Fair enough. Fair. Damn, my handwriting is horrendous. Fake fancy writing. Let's go. Never mind. Never mind. Take those two away. What more shall we do here? What more shall we do? Why is the size of my pen at 290 something? 2.5 is what I wanted at. The pixel size of that shit. What is that face Free Ren makes, like, or that she's drawn with? Hold on. Let me fuck around with the, what the helly? This one's, there we go. Fixed it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The dark void will not take us. Not today. Let's try 15. Maybe not with this particular thing. Not with the pencil. What about that? This stupid ass little face. I can't even draw the V eyeball things correctly. The eyes. No, not really eyes, but you know. A true testament to my skill. My inability, I should say. My lack of skill. I'm cursed by my own self. Can you draw Gigashad? Off memory. Fuck. I kind of forgot what he looks like, actually. That's fucking... That's Donald Trump. No, it's not, bro. You just see what you want to see. You know? This is like a Rorschach test for you. Because he does have that cut where it's like fucking like that. For some reason. I can't fucking remember, like, off the top of my head what the fuck the Shad meme looks like. There's like the, like, I'm thinking about like the one before the guy with the beard, because there's that one, right? There's the guy with the beard, and then there's like the other one, the other Shad, like the, you know, like the Shad versus the version whatever the hell type Shad. That's the one I was thinking about. From the Shad versus version meme. But you might be thinking about the other Shad, the one with the beard. Which I also don't know how to draw off the top of my head. This is actually hard. Like, I've seen that a million times. You're talking about the real guy? Oh, okay, the model, then. Be specific. You think I can draw that, man? That's not gonna work out either. His name is Gigashad. You... This is you. Okay. And this is me. Okay, fuck you. It's already too late. I drew you as the idiot and me as the smart guy. Oh, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing? I'm barking at nothing. Why is it size 40? When did I tell this thing to become size 40? I'm beginning to despise myself. What am I even trying to draw? I don't know. I'm just gonna goof around. Goof around, you know? They do say you gotta take a little break every now and again. So that your brain doesn't just cook itself. This is supposed to be that fuck-ass little guy from Metroid. I don't know what the fuck he's called, but that little fucking thing, you know? The fuck-ass little jellyfish guy. I think that's what he looks like. The Metroid? Yeah, the Metroid. From Metroid. What's the Metroid even do? And what the hell does a pterodactyl have to do with space aliens? That's something that confuses me too. It droids. That's a Metroid, it droids. Yeah? Very, very interesting. The big guy is Ridley? Ridley Scott? Yeah. Speaking of, you know that Samus is like 6'4"? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I am an enjoyer of vertically advantaged women, okay? Vertically advantaged women will fix the bloodline. They will set it back on course. And they may fix my heart too. Let's hope, at least. Based. I don't know what this is supposed to be. This is a little guy. He's scared of the big guy. That's it. This is what it's like to be a microbe, I guess. A little cell. This is just a... What's that game called? Spore. Spore. No. No? Is this Spore? I can't remember. It might be Spore. It's the one where you start as like a cell and then you evolve your creature as like time goes on. And you can make it different and whatnot over time. But I don't remember if it's Spore or if it's something else. The name. Is that him? Who? The little guy? I don't know who the little guy's supposed to be. I don't know who the big guy's supposed to be either. They're just dudes. They're just guys being dudes. Puffiness? Puffiness is not in fact a puffin. I could call for death for whoever did that, but they have already been dead a couple hundred years. That is interesting information Sorrow posted in the Discord. That the animal with a taxonomic name, puffinus, is not in fact a puffin. A strange times we live in. Where the hell did I get a message from? Who the hell is this lady? Okay. I hate when like you're in like a Discord, right? And you just sometimes get that one random ass, I guess it could be a bot, I don't even know, just messaging you out of nowhere. It's like, who the hell are you? Okay, let me look for something else to arts my way across. Me when I'm slowly artsing across the room. Let's try some eyeballs, you know? Let's try some eyeballs. I want to get some ohos in the mix here. I got no business drawing eyes just yet, but you know, I gotta make things fun. I gotta do things for myself, as they say. Draw for yourself! What about 5? What do we try pixel size 5? You know, it's not gonna really make that much of a difference, I think, between 250 and 5. I keep making that, like, fish Jesus symbol, incidentally. This is some random eye that my brain can come up with. Boom. No, don't click on that. That's not correct. That's kind of correct. That is just weird. That is an eye. Neum. 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 I don't know what that instrument is, but I like the way it sounds. It's funny, because it doesn't sound like a real instrument, you know? It sounds like something somebody made up, but it is a real instrument. It just kind of is. Okay, let's see. What the fuck is this? What is this? Tom from Tom and Jerry drawn as a JoJo character. You have got to bear witness to this. Look at this, bro. Look at this shit. Who the fuck made this? Who decided to wake up and make this? That's certainly something. That is certainly something. I didn't make nothing. Pinterest sure has the funniest little pictures around, don't they? Oh yeah, I forgot about Freaky Joker over here. You ever seen that image of Freaky Joker? Where he's just freaky for like no good reason. Kind of tempted to like make something out of this. I kind of want to make like a little a little thing with this exact fucking stupid little face. Hold on. Just like, why'd he do this, bro? What comic is this from, and why'd he do this? Why was he looking out like that? Oh, that shit's different, you know? Joker was feeling some type of way that day, I guess. What did you come back to? I do not know. I do not know, Rat. We're just, I guess I'm just taking like a little break, and I'm just looking through Pinterest to, because I was looking for some like eyes, because I wanted to draw some eyes. And then this is, I saw this and Jojo Tom. Tom from the acclaimed Japanese animation JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And then, you know, Freaky Joker over here. I don't know what the context of this photo is. I don't think I'll ever find out, honestly. He freaked, apparently. What would he do if someone looked at me like that? Man, I'd just be afraid. I don't even know. It depends, you know? What if it's my homeboy, you know, giving me that look? If it's my homeboy, I might reciprocate. If it's a stranger, I might have to, like, pucker my butt cheeks, you know? These drawings are goofy, that is true. Those are some goofy drawings, but that is not what I'm looking for. That's don't drop the soap Joker. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Man, I need to like find artists that draw fellas. Cause every time I go on like Twitter, all that pops up for me is artists that draw ladies. And I understand why. But I'm trying to figure out how to draw a lad. I gotta figure out how to draw myself. Do you draw fellas? True. That is true. I gotta find some inspiration. I gotta find masculine figurines. Not figurines. That's kinda, yeah. It's weird. I feel like anime man eyes are just like rectangle, and then that's it. There's some people that have them more stylized than that. But most of the time, if you're going for like an anime style, it's just a rectangle. A rectangle with like a curve on that one side. I do kind of like the, what's the one? The one that's kind of like this, the kind of... Let me see if I can even do it right. Okay, maybe it's not like that. Damn it, how did they... Okay, I looked at the picture like a second ago. Oh, I see. It's because it's kind of... Okay, it's kind of short on this end. Long on that end. And kind of curved at the top. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. Sent you the most masculine man I've ever drawn. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, let's see what you have in store. It's again. The fucking Elon in 2 months as image. Oh yeah, like the DBZ eyes. Kinda, yeah. It's just fucking... with the fucking warts and everything, bro. Ew. That's your best drawing ever. Are you sure, you know? Are you sure? I ran out of coconut water. SMH. I guess maybe I should just scroll through Twitter and hope I come across... Well, no, because music's playing, and if something plays that is not meant to, you know, be heard by the likes of you guys, then I might get me in trouble. Are you drawing the cat thing from Ren and Stimpy? What do you mean, the cat thing from Ren and Stimpy? The cat thing. Ren and Stimpy. Let me look that up. No. I don't think so. I've never even seen that show. Isn't one of them a cat? I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. Stimpy is the cat? Okay, Stimpy is apparently the cat, according to Knuckles to Shuckles. Known for his knowledge of things that I don't know. Which tends to be a lot of things sometimes. Ren is a what? A Klasuha? A Chihuahua. A Chihuahua. I don't know where I got Klisuha from. I read the I as an L. Klisuha. That sounds like a fucking... like I'm casting a spell. I guess there's also the, okay, I saw like another eye. No, is that how it looks like? No. Let me see. Okay, it doesn't really show on that end. That's the issue. It's one of those that's like leaves like blank spots here and there for the imagination to fill in, I guess. And then it just kind of goes like that. And the eye is just kind of there. So this spot is blank, and so it's this right here. Me when I try to draw an arrow and I just somehow manage to not draw an arrow. A Chihuahua is a type of small dog that's the most annoying satisfied face ever when they're happy about something. I like Chihuahua. I knew a very pleasant Chihuahua. She was such a little lady. Very pleasant to deal with. She would not bark. She would just be chill. She was like a little old lady. She was just perpetually, spiritually, an old lady. And she was very adorable. And she would just kind of sit in front of you if you had food while you were on the couch. And just kind of stare up at you. Poor thing. There's this one video of someone throwing a hard biscuit at a Chihuahua and you can't stop laughing at it. No, that's mean. That's so mean. Who would do that? Who would do that to such a poor thing? They already have to struggle with existence as a small dog. That's definitely not how that looks. I mean, I guess it technically is. I guess it's more like, This is one of those, like, very rectangular looking eyes. Thin and rectangular. I don't know how I feel about the thin rectangular eyes. They were trying to get the dog to go after the biscuit and kept trying to fake them out, but then they finally used enough force, the biscuit accidentally hit them instead. SMH. SMH. That could work, I guess. Dog abuse is no laughing matter. Exactly. You can't fake out your dog so many times and then incidentally smack it in the face. My arm. I'm starting a couple of eyes just to see what I like the most, you know? What kind of style? What do I like? What do I want? The only way I'm gonna know is by actually making it. I guess technically this isn't even properly detailed for a sketch, because a lot of these are like, a lot of these got this thing where they just kind of do like, if I could try fucking properly, you know, they got like a proper point and shit like that. Like that. A lot of them are like that, but I'm not doing all that. I'm just making the actual shape, and that's about it. It was an accident. They were the way how the video perfectly cuts off adds to the humor. It's one of those videos, eh? Do you know the M to the B video of the one lady trying so hard not to laugh they end up crying? I don't think so. Doesn't even sound familiar. Maybe I've seen it once and just forgotten about it, but it does not sound familiar to me. Oh, you'll send both videos in the server? Sure, just put it in the memes place. That's what things are there for les memes. Those are leaning too close to like, they're not really stylized the way I like. Kinda like that one. No, isn't it technically kinda... Also, I guess it's a little bit similar to this one here, but... Hmm. It's more of a curve to it. There we go. Got something like that. Maybe. Maybe. Although I guess the people might be, not the people, iris. The iris. Might be too thin for what I'm going for. That's gonna look neat though. Kinda like that. Is that kinda how it looks? Let me see. I guess that one's technically more like, draw that, draw that, draw that. It's more like... No, because I'm doing it way too angled up. How do I make this look right? Brother is drawing eyes. What is brother supposed to do, you know? Brother's gotta draw something. Maybe... And I can't settle on anything. I don't know if it's because, like, in my head I'm going for some kind of sweet spot that I don't even know about. That I cannot consciously perceive yet. Or if I'm just being an indecisive little bitch. It's probably the second one. As usual? What do you mean, as usual? What do you mean by that? You care to explain? You care to explain? Okay. Oh no. Fucking dog. Holy moly, okay. Bro got volatile. You know, I understand. I too would get volatile if I immediately got thwacked with a hard little biscuit like that. Jesus, she put a whole knife in that, and it did not did not get like broken in half. What about something rounder? What if I just go for like... wouldn't cut it either. You'll, yeah? The eyes are depressing me. Hershey kisses. Hershey kiss. I can't try. Hershey kiss. That's gonna hurt. Or does she? I don't know. Do I look like Hershey? I agree abuse of any isn't a laughing matter, but you know where there's a difference between laughing and to ignore the distinction. You like this media, so you support things in this media type of logic. Knuckles was just messing with you. I won't take it too seriously. Knuckles is a bit of a rage baiter. Sometimes when he's feeling very funny. Ain't that right, Knuckles? Ain't that right? When have I ever? See? He's already doing it. He's trying to gaslight. He's trying to gaslight. Gold bar. I drew a gold bar. I'm Portuguese. I'm incapable of being that funny. Sure. You would never rage bait? Uh-huh. Your autism is autisming? Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sorry if it sounded like you were being mad. Sometimes your wording sounds mean when you don't mean it, especially over text, because tone isn't a text. Correct. It's fine. It's fine. Worry not too much about it. Do not fret. How do you atone? Atone or stone? Hold on. Atone. Okay, I had to like get my phone close to my eyes to read that. Maybe it's like the type of pen, the type of this thing, because a lot of these eyes, the way they're drawn, you know, the little pictures there on Pinterest, it's not with like a pencil type of thing. It's like more like an ink, I guess, which might make my brain confused. Then again, how do you weird. Okay. Yeah, that one maybe is not it. I still don't know how to do the whole going from heavy pressure to light pressure on other things. Weird. You know, half of Pinterest is AI generated nowadays, right? Well, I have eyes. I know what an AI generated thing looks like. You don't have a tone, you have a B tone. B. B tone. Like you're a bee. Sorry. stupid thing. My brain was just making funny things happen. Where else do you think I should parse through images for any sort of reference, Knuckles to Shuckles? Pinterest is the place that has been used for so long. I do not know of another. I do not like Googling things. Pornhub. You think I'm gonna find... You know what? Never mind. That's just... I forgot who I was asking, you know? Try the shape of Android 18's eyes. I don't even remember Android 18's, like the eyes of that particular one. Let me look it up. Android 18. Okay, that's more like a... That's kind of like this one already. But more like almond? Not almond. Almond wouldn't be correct. It's like curvier, if that makes sense. It's more like a... No. Damn, I'm... Give me a sec. It's gonna bother me. Okay, got that part right of the eye. God damn it. Why is this kind of reddish now? Lord. No, I can't do it. I can't. Am I going a little stupid? Holy moly. You always found her eye shape to be unique because you almost never see it, that specific eye shape. Yes, Knuckles, you're supposed to be encouraging me, okay? You are no liar. Well, you don't have to lie to encourage somebody. My brain is a little confuzzled by this. Because sometimes it's drawn more straightforward than other times. Like, sometimes it's just this eye right here. Other times it's more like almost almondy shaped, but like not. Like I don't know how to make it. It's weird. My brain cannot comprehend. Just pause and look at it. I am. I'm looking at it. You know, speaking of Knuckles, I started watching the live-action series a few days ago. I fell asleep the first half of the first episode. Of what? What, is there a show literally just called Knuckles? Do yourself a favor, use a pencil and brush, do more sketchy strokes with your brush. Just try to get the shape right. Okay. Let me see what picture I want to like use, I guess, for this. Which one of these? It's kind of diamondy, I guess. Kind of diamondy. Okay, bottom part's kind of right. So let's work with that. Okay, it's because it's like the reverse, I guess. It's kind of like that. There we go. That kind of turned out better than that. Good. Just draw that in there. Yes, yes it is. Do you guys know what Knuckles does? Or unlike somebody, he doesn't do? I do not know what he does. Don't press so hard when you're sketching. Well, you know, if I don't, it looks like that. It feels weird when it looks like that. Kind of like a weird shape. So other times they make it look like more angular than it is. You want small, faint lines when sketching. He doesn't shuckle. Okay. Your Knuckles doesn't shuckle? SMH. What is life without a little bit of shuckling? Just a tad bit. Is that even an image from the show? I'm not even sure. There's a lot of Android 18 fan art. There's like a lot of it. Let me just look it up on like Google. I think that one's from a game. I kind of forget that this show's like old enough that like the style genuinely does just kind of change, and therefore the characters' designs change ever so slightly. It's like makes me want to grab him a little bit, grab him and shake him very hard. Oh wait, you just read that? You just read what my name is? Or his name? Whose name? Knuckles' names? That's a wallpaper thing. You know what? Let me save this one. This one kinda makes sense. Can I find another one from a show instead of like a million pieces of fan art? This endeavor is driving me up the wall. Alright, forget about that. Forget about it. Forget about it. Blah. Just bleh. Okay. Big stretch, I guess. I'm too much of a Neanderthal at the moment. Endeavor from MHA. Have you seen the last season? I haven't, but apparently the animation is amazing. I haven't watched My Hero Academia, any of it. Mostly because it, like, how do you say? I've heard about how it sometimes introduces things and then it just doesn't expand on them at all. And there is the literal Chekhov's gun that is that one character, the little girl that can like reverse things. She's quite literally just a living Chekhov's gun. So it's like, I'm not really too interested in the whole concept of the show. Like, it sounds fun for like a good bit, but doesn't feel like it really has stakes. So basically, any anime? Not really. I feel like there's plenty of shows that do what My Hero tries to do, but a lot better. You know, like, you can have a Chekhov's gun, but, like, you at least gotta make it feel, you know, like you work towards it, rather than just being like, oh, this guy lost his powers, and then he got him back. And it's like, well, you know. The last time you saw any of the series was in 2023. Around there, you saw the third or fourth movie. I forgot they had different, like, movies as well. Holy moly. Hey there, Ember. How's it going? It's going well. I suppose it's going fine. Nothing really good or bad. Just pretty normal. I was trying to figure out what kind of eyes I like, you know, for doodling here, and I am too indecisive. Too indecisive for any one thing. You returned from taxes. It was horrible. Unfortunate. Taxes are the bane of the existence of all men. Such is the way. Such is the way. Inescapable. Damn. Back to just doodling a box. Guess until my brain kind of relaxes a little. feel like I got myself a little too worked up over some eyes, dude. That was a little heinous. A little heinous. And by worked up, I mean frustrated. Just a little frustrated. This box is number 999. Yes. 909. Why can't I say 999? There we go. Holy moly. He's somewhat struggling doing eyes. Unless if you're rich. They say they tax you. They actively tax you less. It's not that they tax you less. It's that you figure out how to loophole, you know? Loophole your way out of paying taxes. You technically pay less taxes because you use your money. Are you on new on YouTube? I mean, like, when did you start streaming in general? On YouTube? I don't remember when I started on YouTube. I've been streaming for like two years, I'd say. About a year and a half. Let's say a year and a half. A year and a half in general. First, I guess on Twitch, in which I just uploaded my VODs to YouTube. And then I was like, you know what, let's do stuff on YouTube too, because I already upload the VODs there, I may as well. And so I finally figured out how to dual stream over there. Or from, you know, from one place to the other. Was not as difficult as I thought it was gonna be. I did think my internet was not gonna be cut out for it, but it turns out it's pretty alright. Had to take some time to do some research though, because I am very dumb when it comes to technologies and how programs work. Can you get my email? Why would you like my email for? That's a strange one to ask. I don't think there's been anybody that's ever asked for my email. Ever. Okay, draw the line straight, jolly boy. It's not too hard. There we go. That's one line. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. Can I brain real quick? There we go. The brain is braining. Cubic? Cubic. Cubicle cube. Except for the top part. And the sides a little bit, you know? You wanna ask something about my PNG? You can just ask. So you don't need my email for that. The only time you've ever seen someone ask for streamers' emails is when they're brand new and there's a bot or a scammer, and it's usually those bots are run by scammers. Yep. It's probably something like that. Too many people have done such a thing. It was rather annoying when I first started, because I'd be so excited that somebody was talking to me. And I was like, oh my god, person! And then they'd just be like, do you have a Discord? Do you have a thing? And it's like, okay, I know what you're trying to do already. There was joy and then disappointment. You know what kind of man you are? I know what kind of man you are. Okay, I feel like the back of the box over here is like over here now. Just kind of draw. Would it be like around here? Maybe? Maybe. God damn. It's okay, brain, please, hand, arm, coordinate appropriately. Like, do not make me want to drive through a wall. First of all, I'm not a bot, and I'm also not a scammer. I have a website, and I also trust Spollet. Trust Spollet? I don't even know what that means. There are complex features. The words. These are complex feature cubicles you'll be working in. I do not wish to be placed in the cube. That would be absurd. I don't even know what kind of box I want to draw right here. I'm just like drawing a line and I'm like, yeah, let's see where we can go from here. You know, I already did that. I kind of already did that. Nope. Okay. Oh. Can I not? What the hell is going on with my... Okay. Maybe if I do that real quick, I can click on things normally. Okay. I did not mean to annihilate that. Why is my thing acting weird? Mouse, please be normal. Okay, let me... What if I disconnect my tablet real quick? I think my tablet's kind of messing with my... No, it's not even that. Okay, something... My mouse is just deciding to act weird today. This is so fucking odd. Alright. Uh-huh. Okay, 1 second here. I'll be right back. I gotta fix up something. Something's going on with my computer. Alright, sorry about that. My freaking mouse, for whatever reason, whenever I clicked on like a tab, just wouldn't do that correctly. It just would not click on things, so I had to mess around there for a good while. Holy moly. Holy moly. Quite the annoyance, I might say. Quite the annoyance. Did not like it one bit. But at least we got things working normally again. That is a good thing. That's a very good thing. I like that. I am the fixer of my problems. You're glad that bit is gone? Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I hope you all enjoyed El Pescado, though. El Pescado certainly enjoys you. Alright, now I gotta reconnect everything, because I genuinely don't know if it was like the fact that I was going from using my mouse to using my pen like so frequently back and forth that the mouse just decided not to function, or I don't know. But yeah, that guy was like hella sus. That guy, I don't know. Weirdo. El Pescado, the fish? Yeah, he's El Pescado, the fish. Been here since the beginning, or damn near the beginning, I suppose. Does the fish eat me? No. But sometimes I'm scared he will. He was here ever since Yol was a tiny tadpole. El Pescado is a scion to an eldritch ocean god, and is here to keep an eye on me. That is officially what's on the paperwork. I kind of want a Jolly Rancher or something. I think we do have some, but that would not be very good for me. I should not try to indulge on my sweet tooth. You tipped over your drawings. I flipped over every shape, replaced the eyes with thighs, put a hidden Rorschach test in somewhere. You can't see it. What are you on about? What are you on about? Maybe this isn't right. All while the fish abducted it. The fish does fishy things. do 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 do. I kind of want to, like, I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm just getting hungry. I might end stream on, like, the 3-hour mark that's about to come up in a couple of minutes, honestly. I'm getting hungry. And I do not wish to just take, like, a... just leave you guys be for a good while, you know? We spent a good amount of time getting some stuff done, though. I think I feel productive, you know? I feel productive. If only I can actually erase this right here. This is a battle in it of its own. Why do I want to kind of draw a fish now? I'm just thinking of El Pescado. El Pescado's in my head. He's in my head. He's in my head. There we go. Closest thing I can get to El Pescado, you know? My artistry is not enough to capture him in all his glory. I enjoyed this though. And let's just put a bunch of little things in front of him. They're like mini shrimp, mini tiny, insignificantly small shrimp. What do we do tomorrow? Tomorrow we just play more Coffin fan of Andy and Lele, right? I think that was what I had planned for tomorrow, if I remember correctly. So I'll be continuing with that. And I think I don't know what I'll do for the rest of today. We could say I already got my practice in for the day, but I'll probably maybe doodle some more later on. Who knows? Who knows? Anyhow, I think I shall bid thee farewell for today. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. And you all take care of yourselves, alright? Have a good one. It's the middle of the week. We're close to the end of it. The glorious weekend is almost upon us. I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.